And every day you rub a concealer on that left ear. Even despite rubbing the concealer, you are still so conscious that maybe the concealer has gone. Maybe they are now looking at it. The left ear, that the birthmark that nobody is even noticing. And because of that birthmark, that left ear, then I'll tell you at CG, please, we want you to just share the word, for just 2 minutes. And you are really gifted. It's like, all your friends know. Like when you are doing your private stuff, Bible study, the revelations that are coming from you, everything is always so on point. Always so on point. Now, you are not given a platform to come and use that gift. But you are so conscious of the birthmark on your left ear or something so ridiculous like that. And then you say, oh, no, I'm sorry. Or maybe, it's a guy that they actually wanted to introduce to you. Oh. And they want to introduce him. And I'm like, I'm not quite ready. You are conscious because you forgot to put the concealer on the left ear. And you miss a huge opportunity. I mean, these things happen. It's just, say the devil is a liar again. It is ridiculous, the kinds of things that the enemy makes us think about and that hinder us from obtaining our promise. The things that steal our confidence and end up hindering us from obtaining our promise. And then, can we be real a little bit? Oh, Lord. I was at a wedding. Was it last weekend now? Yes, last weekend. And so when they were playing the game, there was a couple's game they were playing. So they asked all the bridesmaids, the maids of honor, bridesmaids and everything, and the groomsmen. They were like, playing the games, and they were trying to say, okay, who did this first? Who did? So they were guessing. So I just observed that, who said I love you first? It was a lady. Who first did this one? It was the lady. Who first? I'm like, hey, and the lady is my own relative from my side. I'm like, hey, this is my girl, man. She went for what she wanted, though. She got it. I mean, this man, very handsome man. Very correct, put together. And looked very responsible and everything. And from everything I heard and from his family members that I saw, I could see that she indeed made a good choice. And do you know the surprising part? So I was kind of intrigued by that. But knowing her, she actually holds a PhD. She's very smart and she's organized. You understand? That kind of person. So I'm like, she planned it. It's like she saw this guy. This one is husband material. So she studied everything when she said, this one can be my husband. Okay, let's make it happen. And she went for it. What surprised me was when I was telling my friend, I have a close friend that is very old school. People that are close to me, they know her that, she's very old school. So when I spoke to her, she now told me, I'm proud of her. I was shocked. I'm like, you are proud of her? I thought she would say, what kind of thing is that? Hey, this generation, things have changed. Oh, how can she be the one to be saying, I love you first? No, she said, I'm proud of her. Things have changed. Tell your neighbor, things have changed. Things have changed. You can't sit down there and not go for what you want. This is my relative, very confident lady. And when they were now, the wedding was so nice. When they were doing the toast and everything, the husband's family too, they came, they really love her. Why not? Because even she herself, she is a good wife material. And at the end of the day, she's a major blessing to that man and to his family. And he is also a blessing to her because it's just a kind of husband material for her. At the end of the day, it's a win-win, right? So why are we not going for win-win? There will be many more win-win. Pastor D, you've said it. There will be so many more marriages. She had to come to a point where she did that. Because she had been ditched before. She had gone through all sorts of things. She's not young. She's like maybe her late 30s. you know. So she had gone through all sorts in relationships, and she just came to herself that, okay, and she really wanted to get married. So she said, okay, let's plan this, let's pray about this, and let's make it happen. And she went for it, and she made it happen. Now, can I address the men a little? Can I address the men a little? Now, these days, I hear that the men, it's not that they are not confident, they are confident. But the problem is that the first lady you shot your shot with, the shot missed. The second lady you went again, she wasn't feeling it. Okay, you are still confidently trying. The third one, that one was a hard no. And then you start to feel like, I'm telling you, that thing can deplete confidence. Let me not lie, let me just say the truth. It can deplete confidence, so let's be real. It can seriously deplete it. And so that is why sometimes, see, we need to be understanding with each other. But then I also want to encourage us, like we said, you still do it anyhow. Because there's a promise, remember, there's a promise, there's a prize at the end of the day. So even if you've had that experience and everything, even though you are not feeling confident, you still do what you need to do. Because that is all just part of life. For you to obtain that promise, you just need to step out courageously, with confidence and with boldness. I want to encourage my guys, please. Doesn't matter how many shots I've missed. But just make sure you pray, before this one. Just pray. Just pray. And it will not miss. Amen. There's no how she ain't feeling you. She's going to feel you. It's not going to be a hard no. It's going to be a serious yes. It's going to happen in Jesus' name. Now, I'm going to other things, but still talking about marriage, because there's no how we can discuss Ruth. Ruth did a remarkable thing. Thank God she did it that time. So some women know that, oh yeah, I can do it. There was one guy in church some years ago, and he was a really great guy. He was a really great guy. He wasn't married. He was serving in church. He had a great profession. I think he was an engineer, good job, international, one of those, big companies and everything. He was doing so well. This guy was a kind man, I tell you. And he was generous. And I tell you why I know. There was one crossover service that we were having a service, and it wasn't crossover service, one of the prayer conferences that we were having, and the guest pastor had made a call, that a few people that God was ministering to come out and make a pledge for $2,000. I think maybe it was year 2000, entering into year 2000 or something like that. And he made that call, and I stepped out to make the pledge for $2,000. Do you know that this guy came to me? And he whispered to me and gave me the $2,000 and said that God said I should pay the pledge for you. This is the guy we're talking about. This guy was a guy that was so domesticated, despite he's very smart, very, very intelligent, like high IQ, with good job, professional, everything. But he was also so good with domestic things that there was a point in time that we were traveling, and he was the one we asked to come and stay home with our boys. And guess what? He made fufu and egusi soup for them. How many ladies are liking to have that kind of guy? This was this kind of guy. This was the type of person he was. Now, he was good looking too. I won't say that, he was not handsome like my husband, He wasn't the level of my husband. He wasn't the level of Mr. World or anything. But he was good looking. He was good looking. So he had all those things there. But for some reason, he was shy. in terms of like reaching out and trying to get a girlfriend or whatever. I don't know, because I never had the conversation. I don't know what caused the shyness or whatever. Maybe he had been ditched before. I don't know the experience. But he had other experience. But thank God for a woman. A confident woman. Say confident woman. I won't say the rest of the story. But what I would just say is that one confident, smart medical doctor. She's married to him now. She knew how to, she knew how to. Now, because some ladies have said that guys that don't know how to talk, that are shy, or that cannot, as if that is such a negative thing, they are not manning up. Who said? Everybody has different strengths and everything. Like this kind of man now, I know him. And they are married. They've been married for a few years. They have 2 or 3 children now and all that going. So he wasn't the kind of... There's another story like that of another couple. These ones, they've been married for a long, long time. And she was the one telling me, this guy, she actually happened to be a medical doctor too. It's interesting. And her husband happened to be an engineer too. It just happened that way. But it was kind of the same kind of situation where he was kind of shy and everything. But everything was in the package for him. Everything you can think of. Even his family, great family. They are married now. She said that she was just feeling so awkward about the fact that she had to kind of do a little bit more than she would have loved to do to get the relationship going. But she said what she used to convince herself that it was okay was that I said, at least I know this one will never be a womanizer. He doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to do it. So those of you who are looking for the ones that know how to do it, you better be careful. Although it's good, I'm encouraging the men to do it. But all I'm saying is that don't put anything in a box. This is how it has to be, and that is how it does not have to be. Sometimes God will bring some opportunities our way, and we don't want to miss such opportunities. And I pray that each and every one of us will have that level of confidence that we need not to miss opportunities. That level of confidence that we need to be able to obtain our promises. Both the men and the women. I pray that we'll have that confidence. I'll be rounding up. My time is almost up. We need that boldness, even in ministry, like I said. Holding the mic is not always easy. Some of the people that you see, that you feel that, oh wow, if only I could be like them. Maybe you're even better than them, you don't know. Maybe it is just because despite their fear, they decided to go. And when you go, when you do it, God honors you with his presence. When you take that bold step, when you take that courageous step, God will show up and he will honor you. Some of us, we are blessed with spiritual gifts, ministry gifts, prophecy, word of knowledge, and you are so afraid. No, don't be afraid. Worst case, it will not be true. It's okay. You are not God. You can't be 100% sure of everything. And next time, you will do better. Let us be bold. I was going to talk about consistency too, but we really don't have much time. But boldness coupled with consistency will take you to where you need to be. Remember where we started from. You are not meant to be ordinary. Can we rise up on our feet? You are not meant to be ordinary. Nobody here is meant to be ordinary. With that boldness and with that consistency, another thing is that we give up so quickly. And many of the people that we are seeing, that we admire, that we are following, the likes of Nathaniel Bassey and all these other people, I was just reading up some things that he said about how consistent he has been, about how much practice upon practice upon practice, about how everything was not like this from the beginning. We just need to be consistent. Even when we fail, we get up and we keep going. See, when we talk about these things, it's not just about you. It's because of the destinies that must be affected by you. It's because of all the other people that God has put so much in you to be a blessing to. But because of the birthmark on your right ear, you are not confident enough to hold the mic. What are we talking about? It is beyond you. God is waiting for you. God is waiting for you. God is